Dumela ma Lesedi Kgaemedi.
Dumela ma.
Thank you for accepting my invitation to make this interview a reality.
It's a pleasure. Thank you too for inviting me. I'm honored.
You're welcome. May you please tell us a little bit about you?
My name is Radibe. I am 35 years old. I'm turning 36 in 3 months. 2 months will be later. I am a born again Christian, and I'm very passionate about spreading the gospel so that everybody is saved.
Wow.
I am also an artist. I consider myself a creative. I love music. I love writing and poetry. I am also a teacher by profession.
Wow, that's wonderful to know. You also call yourself Holy Mrepa. May you please tell us why you call yourself Holy Mrepa?
Holy Mrepa is a name that I adopted actually from people who were calling us that as a Jew. I used to rap with a friend of mine back in university, and they call us Holy Mrepa, and those things. And I thought this is a very nice name, Holy Mrepa. I'm going to take it on, so I took it with me.
That's good. Okay. You also have other hobbies, I'm sure. What are these hobbies and why do you love doing them so much?
Well, apart from my art, like the artwork that I do, I like to spend time with family and friends and make food and eat. I have many other hobbies, like I love travel, I like shopping, I like going out to the movies, watching movies at home, going out also to the cinema. Yes, so many things.
That's interesting. It's good to know. You have a book that you've written recently, Little Mwana. It's a major hit.
Yes.
And congratulations on it being a major hit.
Thank you so much.
What inspired you to write this book?
I was inspired by, well, I've been writing stories. I've been having these stories that I've been writing, and they were written more for motion, like movies or theater, acting and skits. Then I decided, let me put this into a book. So, yeah, so last year I decided, let me just put it into a book. But the inspiration, of course, was God and wanting to create some entertainment for the children. I was inspired by the need to have fiction stories for children. When I grew up personally, the only stories that were available for me in terms of the gospel were the stories that are already there in the Bible. I didn't have stories that were preaching to me but not in the Bible. The stories, the fiction stories that were available for me growing up were stories like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, and all those nice stories, of course, but not focused on the gospel or the goodness of the Lord. They were more focused on the goodness of humanity, which to the Lord is like filth.
Okay.
So I decided, let me do fiction, but this time around focusing on the gospel. So I was inspired by realizing that need, and I decided, let me do now fiction for children. And that's how I came about with the stories, and then I wrote the book.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for accepting my invitation.
I am so honored. Thank you. Thank you so much as well for inviting me.